Colin Lawrence has been gracing our screens for longer than some of his fans have been alive. He made his debut in 1995 and has built up an impressive resume of TV and film roles, working alongside some of the best in the business. His current role as Preacher in Virgin River has gotten him some much-deserved accolades, and in this video, we've put together 10 things you didn't know about Colin Lawrence. First up, he quit his job to act. Unlike some of his colleagues, Colin's road to making it in Hollywood wasn't exactly a smooth journey. Before graduating, most people would attend drama school, audition for various roles, and try to catch their next big break. This wasn't the case for Lawrence though. In fact, he held a regular old job before he started his acting career. Eventually, he quit his day job to take acting classes, moved to Los Angeles, and never looked back. He starred in various films and TV shows like The Killing, Riverdale, and iZombie. We'll say with 27 years of work experience in the industry, Colin has had quite the career. Most people might not have taken the risk of losing a stable income to pursue a career in acting, but Colin's success is a great example of things coming together when you work hard to follow your dreams. Next, working with Arnold Schwarzenegger left him starstruck. Throughout his career, Lawrence has been lucky enough to find opportunities to work with some major Hollywood stars in various capacities, but none of them had him feeling like a true starstruck fan than the iconic Arnold Schwarzenegger. Honestly, we don't blame him. We'd be equally starstruck if we ever happened to exist in the same room as Mr. Schwarzenegger. The two worked on a sci-fi film called The Sixth Day, which was released in theaters in 2000. The plot of the movie is based on a man who meets a clone of himself and later discovers a whole conspiracy theory about clones ready to take over the world. The plot seems a little questionable to our taste, but hey, if it got Colin to meet Schwarzenegger and totally fan man over him, we're here for it. Let's talk about how he was born in London. Even though the Virgin River actor was born in London, he actually grew up in Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. He's got quite a diverse background than most people know. A lot of his peers consider him a Canadian actor, and while he did spend much of his life in Canada, he'll always consider himself British born first. His parents, though, are originally from Jamaica. We'd say he's had quite the journey, from being born in London, growing up in Canada, and eventually building a career in the United States. Like most actors, his initial move to LA was an integral part of his career in order to make a name for himself in this industry. He's got quite the acting resume. While he may not be a household name yet, Lawrence does have a resume that's quite impressive and speaks for itself. Through the entirety of his career, he's managed to acquire more than 100 acting credits, and that's definitely no small feat. Between 2006 and 2009, he gained major recognition for his role as Hamish Skulls McCall in the hit show Battlestar Galactica. In the TV series Blade, which also came out in 2006, he played the protagonist's father. His portrayal of Benjamin Abani in 12 episodes of The Killing also earned him critical acclaim from his peers. He's also had the chance to appear in TV series like Supernatural, Watchmen, The L Word, and even movies like 50 Shades Darker. Since 2019, he's played the character of John Preacher Middleton to a T for Netflix's Virgin River. We bet you love him in this one the most. Colin's wife is also an actress. Interestingly, Colin's wife, Lucia Waters, is also a fellow actress, and the two have been together for the vast majority of their lives. The two got married in 1999, which makes their marriage 23 years old. For Hollywood, that's saying a lot. Much like Colin, Lucia also has quite a number of acting credits to her name and has enjoyed quite a modest career. She played the role of Fern Redmond in Life Unexpected and featured in TV movies like Waking Up to Danger and My Husband's Killer Girlfriend. The best part though was the fact that Lucia got to join the rest of the cast, including her husband, for season 4 of Virgin River, which came out a couple of months ago. This isn't the first time a real-life married couple has had a chance to come together on screen. Their previous accolades include an episode of The 4400 and 50 Shades Darker. Colin Lawrence has 2 beautiful children. In addition to being a versatile actor and a devoted husband, Lawrence is also a father of 2 beautiful girls, whom he shares with his wife Lucia. This proud girl dad loves being a father and spending whatever time he can with his daughters, who are his top priority in life. Understandably so. As an actor, there are times when one is juggling multiple roles at a time, making sure to give each character the time and effort it needs to develop in the right direction. Colin Colin claims that no matter how busy his life or shooting schedule gets, he always tries to make it a point to carve out some time to make some memories with his daughters. Adorable. The two parents often post pictures of their cute little family on Instagram to share the lovely life they've built for themselves. It looks like one of the daughters, Bianca, is already following in the parents' footsteps with appearances in shows like The Day of the Dead and Supergirl. It looks like strong acting talent runs in the family. He's a huge fan of basketball. Since Canada has been home for much of his life, the 52-year-old actor is naturally a huge fan of the sport of basketball, particularly of the country's only NBA team, the Toronto Raptors. When in the country, Lawrence tries to go to as many live games as he can and loves supporting the team. There's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush of watching your team play live as the players whoosh past you. That is, if you're lucky enough to be sitting courtside. As you can well imagine, the endgame actor was over the moon when the Raptors won the championship in 2019. Nothing like a good win for your favorite sports team. Colin Lawrence was almost a police officer. Pursuing a career in acting is never easy and can be quite a struggle if you don't have the passion, charisma, and maybe a connection or two to someone in the industry. Most actors typically spend a number of months, and sometimes even years, auditioning for various roles before they even come close to a TV or movie role. Colin Lawrence's road to acting was no different, and his journey toward a Hollywood career started quite unconventionally. Even when he got his big break and things were looking good, he eventually hit a dry spell and the roles stopped coming in as frequently as they used to. It was that period in his life that had him seriously contemplating a transition in his professional life, from acting to law enforcement. We can't say how that would have turned out, but we're glad he decided to stick it out with his acting career, since we can't imagine anyone else doing the role of preacher that perfectly. Not to mention, he loves to cook. Most of you might know that Lawrence's character on Virgin River is a mastermind in the kitchen, but what you probably didn't know is that the actor loves to cook in real life too. Many fans had wondered if he actually knew his way around a kitchen in real life, and well, there you have it. The father of two claims that he genuinely enjoys the cooking process, and his ultimate specialty includes making slow-cooked ribs. We're already salivating at the thought of some of those smoking hot ribs covered in an unhealthy amount of barbecue sauce. Colin says that at some point in his life, he'd love to go into the restaurant business, creating fusion dishes from his heritage and the places he grew up in. We'd love that to happen and can't wait to see what the future has in store for his restaurant dream. Finally, he's a huge comic book fan. Here's a thing we have in common with Colin Lawrence: a love for comic books. Yep, the actor has been an OG comic book fan for a large part of his life, and he's been lucky to incorporate that love for comic books into his life of acting. He's been a part of multiple projects that were initially comic books, and growing up as a comic book reader, he was a huge fan of the new Teen Titans. He claims that if he ever got the chance, he'd love to play the role of Cyborg. We agree, Colin. We definitely think you'd make a great Cyborg. That's a wrap for this video. Do you have any thoughts about these facts about Colin Lawrence? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.